rubber hits the road tonight, guys. You're not going to want to hear this. This person, though, that you're dealing with has successfully been able to shut you out. Just stay with me, okay? Stay with me. I know this isn't for the weak of heart. They have successfully been able to walk away initially, okay, from the relationship for the moment. I don't feel like they're going to be taking any immediate advances towards you either, okay, with the Page of Wands showing up in the reverse. I feel like this year for them, as for you, has been really tough when it comes to deciding who they need to cut out and who you need to cut out. And for some reason, which we will explore, okay, during this reading, they just felt that they might have felt that what they had to offer you wasn't exactly what you were looking for anyway, and they realized it, so they just checked out. They might not have done it in the most favorable fashion. Two of Wands, okay? They might have found somebody else to attach themselves to. Now, you still come to mind. It's not that you don't come to mind. It's just see that you're in the background here. You're not necessarily right now in the forefront from them. I feel like this person has... I think they prematurely grasped onto somebody else. Now, the last reading I did got into them maybe going back to somebody from the past, or somebody from the past might have come back in looking for them. But I feel like whoever this person is that they're communicating with really matches past energies for them. So if it's not exactly their ex, it could be somebody that is sort of mirroring their ex's energy. But this person, I'm going to say this person kind of selfishly holds you in, they're orbiting, let's put it that way. They hold you, they've put you up against the wall. Let's put it that way. Like, well, I don't need this person right now, but if for whatever reason things fall through. I know, people, this is a tough reading. There are times where they wish that they could reconcile with you. It's just whoever they're connected to right now. This doesn't even have to be a new lover. It could just be friends. This person might have just surrounded themselves with friends. This person might have a lot of hobbies. They might be spending more money than usual. They might be really concentrating on their job. Okay? They're not taking in, where the two of you are concerned, they feel like this has cycled out. Okay? They do. A major part of them feels that this has cycled out. And they're trying to create new relationships with other people. And I feel that it's because you might have made them feel inferior somehow. You might have they didn't want to take accountability in a lot of situations, because I don't feel that the plan that they had for you was exactly what they were portraying. So what do I mean by that? Obviously, we can call it future faking. But to get more specific, I feel that when this person first met you, they were going through really hard times. And there was something that was matching with your vibrational energy. Okay, when the two of you first met. Let's see. Yeah, 10 of Swords. Okay, guys, this is a tough message tonight, all right? So, scroll on by if you don't want to hear sort of the awesome sauce coming from Catherine tonight. This is tough. This is a tough message to hear. Some of you will be able to swallow it, some of you won't. I feel like when this person first came in, I'm not, the chemistry was there. You might have started off as a really tight friendship. If not, and it just went right to romance, the connection was there. However, this person was trying to get over somebody from the past, and you were packing it. Okay? You were packing the pain. There was something about you that was very reassuring, that was very comforting to this person. They were literally in this 10 of swords, so everything that you were giving them was helping them rebuild themselves literally from the bottom up. But there was a moment where I feel like things started to get a little bit too hot and heavy in the relationship. And when it came to the point where the person actually had to take accountability for everything that they had promised you, that's when they started to disrespect you. And they knew, because this person studied you from the very beginning, okay? And when I say studied you, I don't think, it's not like they're sitting there with a pen and paper. I think intuitionally, this comes naturally to this person. This person, it's a forte for them. It's not difficult for them to pick up on what you need. Okay, it's just not. It's not difficult for this person to pick up on what you need. And they read into that. And since you were feeding them what they needed, they fed you what you needed back. The problem is, long term, I don't believe that their intentions were sound. Let's put it that way, because there were moments where this person, I do believe, actually was convinced of their own story. This person really did believe that the two of you could have been together until things started getting real. You might have started to ask this person, yeah, okay, we've got the Six of Wands in the reverse, guys. This is a hard reading. I don't want to give this reading to you guys. You're going to turn off. I know you will, but this is not for the faint of heart, okay? This person didn't want to hurt you. They were just so desperate to get rid of their own pain that they used you. This person used you, guys. I hate to say it. If this is resonating with you, if it's not, scroll past. But, if you're still here watching this, then there's something in the pit of your stomach now that knows that I'm hitting a chord. I am. I'm hitting a chord with a lot of you tonight. I just feel like this person was using you to pack their wounds. And it was a hell of a lot easier for things to come across as being authentic because the two of you got along. You guys were smashed. You guys had a lot in common. You guys, the chemistry in general was there. The simpatico vibes was there. Nobody's saying that wasn't there. It's the motive behind what this other person had in mind. They were using you. So if you've been ghosted for weeks or months, or, if all of a sudden this person just dropped off the map for something that was an anecdotal, argument where they didn't try to make things right, it's because they really didn't have any intentions of making the story move forward in the way that they had initially promised with you, okay? They came to the realization that, I've dug this hole way too deep and I'm burying myself in it. Can't make this shit up. They felt good. You made them feel good. The joy that this person brought you was a reflection of their ego. It just made them feel so important. You made this person feel important again. And I have a feeling that you got them to the point where all of a sudden they might have started getting a lot of attention from other people. And this is gonna bite. And I'm not saying this to be mean. It might not resonate with you at all. This is just one series, so if you don't like it, you can scroll by. But for whoever wants to stay and listen, because you have a feeling in the deep pit of your stomach that this is resonating, I feel like the cycle you went through with this person, they selfishly took, and as soon as they didn't need you anymore, they got rid of you. And I'm really sorry if that's what happened to you, because I feel like you put your whole heart into it. I do. I feel like you put your whole heart into it, and this person literally just took the best and left the rest. Okay? I'll see where they are right now. Yeah, Knight of Cups in the reverse. This is a Debbie Downer type of reading, guys. Okay, but again, some of you really need to hear this. This person's motives changed halfway through the relationship. When they noticed that you actually really started getting attached to them, they started taking that for granted and they started using you. And as soon as other people came into their lives that was that were boosting them up in a fashion that wasn't going to make them take any type of accountability or any major action, that's when they got rid of you and really clung to those people. To hear that you've been used is never easy to hear. But the thing is, and I'm going to pull out my other deck here, the thing is that you're on your side at least. You showed true love. You gave them yourself, your authentic self. You did your best in the relationship. This other person knows this. Don't think that they don't know this. So if you're wondering whether or not this person knows the amount of energy and the authenticity of who you are and your emotions, this person knows. It's just they weren't matching the vibration, because this person, I'm getting that every single time this person looked at you, they felt it's not unworthy, but they knew that they had lied. They knew that they had exaggerated. I feel like this person went through some really major highs and lows with you, almost to the point of euphoria. The moments that you made this person feel really good, they might have gone overboard with what they told you, like the future faking type of thing. They might have said that they wanted to live with you, that they wanted to marry you, that they always wanted to be with you. But it was almost as if they were projecting past relationships, like the things they wanted to say to somebody from the past, since you were there and giving them everything that they had wanted from that other person, their ex. You were there and you were saying all the right things, and this person was lonely and they attached themselves to you because they could. Because they could. And again, this doesn't mean that this person didn't like you. I mean, obviously they were in it emotionally. It's when things got serious, that's when everything turned, when you were starting to ask them, when are we going to see each other? When is this actually going to happen? What is this? They started to squirm, and it's because they weren't in it to win it long term, at least not for the moment. They weren't in it to win it long term. They were in it to get a boost from you, an ego boost, okay? And I know that sounds terrible, but I'll pull a couple of extra cards. I don't want to make this reading too long because I know it's really... Okay, guys, the Four of Pentacles is coming up here. It's saying to hold tight. Don't message this person. It's not going to do you any good because you already feel used, okay? And this person knew exactly what they were doing. This person knew exactly what they were doing when they were using you, okay? Because this person was using you. And as soon as they got to the point where there were other people in their life who were helping to sustain their image, friends, could not necessarily, I'm not getting family members, but friends, other people who are interested in them, physically, emotionally, sexually. As soon as this person was starting to get their boost from outside sources, that's when they checked out, because they didn't need you anymore. And again, this is a very tough message for me to deliver to you guys, okay? Because you guys gave it your all. And don't think that the universe hasn't seen that you gave it your all, okay? You did. You might have been able to see some of the red flags, but you stayed in it anyway. If you didn't see the red flags because this person was really, really good at putting on a show, then don't worry, the universe has seen, okay? We've got the Chariot showing up here, Major Arcana Cancerian energy. None of this, how do I want to say this? It wasn't a waste. It wasn't a waste, okay? What you did, the investment that you put into this wasn't a waste, because the universe saw everything. It saw how much you cared about this person. It knows how authentic you were. And the reason that the universe took this person out of your life, at least for the moment, is because they could not match you vibrationally. Period. End of story. You might not like that, but they could not match you vibrationally. So that's not a match. Okay, these two horses are running together. They need to be running together to be moving towards victory. So the universe is also telling you to hold tight. Okay? It's saying just stop. Stop, because you don't want to be used any more than you already have been. Okay? You don't want to be used any more than you already have been. Okay, that's too many cards. I just want to pull one more to get an idea if there's going to be a plot twist. And what I mean by plot twist, Queen of Pentacles. Okay, there you are, sitting pretty. You've gained a hell of a lot more from this than you realize. Okay, it doesn't feel like that right now. I feel like for a lot of you, it's almost like you're in the cocoon stage of things and you're wanting to break free. Trust me, I feel like there's going to be a plot twist by the end of the month. I'm not saying that this person is coming back in, but there's somebody else or some other energy that is desperately awaiting and trying to come back in very quickly with the Chariot, and it's a victory.